computer what? Good catch. And that means I got to sing Long Black Train again.
Hey, now we are live. Hello, everybody. My name is Freedom, and I am your host. We also have our, one of my two favorite guests is here. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
Tavon here. I'm sure you guys remember me from the last few streams. Shout out to Xeon. Big Xeon baby. Always, forever. Yep. Mm.
All right, CJ, how about you? How was
Yeah,
your Black Train concert going?
going pretty good. Little preview is there's a long black train. Anyways,
Yeah,
that's
we
all
got
we get.
demonetized. Thank you.
Okay, man. Anyways, he kind of introduced me already, but I'm CJ, the guy that's kind of in the middle of the Fetties and the Xeon guys. I don't necessarily take one solid ground with one over the other, but gotta have a middle point of view somewhere.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, about being late. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties. We were checking our audios, making sure all of our information was straight, making sure that the stream was not going to have any errors. We did a little test
Oh,
run, and the test run ended up being great. So we really don't want to have a mistake of episode two, which was very memorable, unfortunately, in my eyes. But it's still a great episode if you guys still want to check it out. All right, so today we're going to be talking about our news first, as always. We always go with our news and we go to updates. But before, guys, hit that like button. Hit that like button and comment. We read every single comments. We like to hear your suggestions. If we get any information wrong, we like to know. If you guys have a topic to bring up, hey, go for it. Like I said, we like to read every comment. So, first thing on the list. The life-size Gundam head made from recycled Gunpla parts. That's interesting. So basically, Gunpla builders will send their unused runners into these boxes, and they, as since of April 1st, they're only around at 190 facilities, all operated by Bandai Namco Amusement, and they even have them in some of their Japan stores as well. So, I mean, look at this. This is a life-size Gundam head in Japan.
that is really cool. I like how they've got it in, like the background too, not just on the head itself.
Yeah, I mean yeah. I mean it's really crazy. I'm really amazed at how much fans contribute into making this. Obviously, Bandit Guy Namco didn't do it alone. These are unused runners that the fans actually took their time, went to these recycling bins, dropped it off. And this is very great. So Namco really wanted to start like a sort of clean energy type of project. Um, so they said that they actually aim to obtain 35% reduction of carbon emissions by 2030 and a net zero emissions by 2050. And this really shows it because in the Gundam factory in Oklahoma, Oklahoma, how do you say it, Tavon? Tavon?
Hmm.
Am I saying it right?
Oh, Yokohama. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Gundam factory over there, which houses the life-size RX-78 statue, has been powered by a wind turbine plant since May of this year. It generates currently zero carbon emissions. That's what's
That's
that's
really
what's
cool.
that is really cool. Yeah, I am. Oh, I'm very excited for that. I have nothing against carbon emission or nothing against clean energy at that point. That's what I meant to say. Sorry about that. Yeah. So what do you guys think, man? I mean, this is actually really amazing. I really like the creativity that Bandai Namco took with this.
I think there was kind of two goals involved on that statue, which I actually just now learned about as well, by the way. So this is fresh. I think one, like you said, it kind of points towards going green and zero emissions and all and recycling. Um, let's get to the bottom line, though. I think it is also kind of clever advertising, if you ask me.
Oh, for sure.
Just for the product. I mean, it gets people talking about it, like, hey, what's that made out of? Oh, runners. Where are those from? Kits. Oh, you guys sell kits? I want to contribute. Let's go buy some and add on to it.
Oh, for sure. But man, you
That's
gotta.
good.
Yeah, it is good. I mean, what do you guys got to think? Like, especially Tavon, you're really big on making model kits.
Not as big as I wish I was, but
Not as big.
I'm definitely trying to get more. Especially with that new well, not new, but the RE 100,
Mm-hmm.
100 line. Because like I do appreciate the fact that they're doing more obscure kits and stuff like that. and when they release kits like Hama Hama and Yagdoga, it's basically crying out for me to buy it. So I want to get more into that.
Oh, for
But
sure.
yeah, this is really cool seeing something that I love, trying to have a positive initiative on the world. So it's good.
Yeah.
Who needs
So
that
yeah,
Air
look forward
Force?
to this.
Who needs
It
that
is
Air
good.
Force retirement when there's a Yagdoga model kit out there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and those of you right now who are just not tuning in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment. We read every single comment that comes in. You guys' thoughts on this? Do you think this is amazing? Do you think that even more things will come out of this? I mean, honestly, just think about how many people build Gunpla and just throw away those extra runners.
I have.
You have, I have too. I have too.
Yeah.
Now I feel like a dang jerk because I some of my runners could be part of that, but unfortunately, they're only doing this in the U.S. that I know of. According to the reports, according to the articles, but they have been around over 190 facilities, all completely operated under Bankai Namco, which is good.
Wait, they have one. They have facilities for the runners in the U.S.
No. I mean, from what I got from the article, they didn't see. It just says here that there's 190 facilities operated by Bankai Namco Amusement, starting with the Namco store in Japan. So they started in Japan. It doesn't say anything about them coming to the U.S.
Oh,
Okay.
you said U.S. a second ago, is why I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
okay.
so
My
funny.
bad. If I
Not to
missed,
call you out or anything, though, but
No,
A
no,
real
no.
patriot here, huh? Huh.
Yeah, no. I mean, like guys, if I say anything wrong, point me out. I constructive criticism.
How dare you make a mistake?
Yeah, how dare you?
Oh, how dare you?
Now, and this is something that many people don't know about. And I was actually telling you about this, Simon. You might have a love and hate relationship with this. You might.
All right, let's go.
Okay. What if I tell you that Moon Gundam is getting animated? What if I tell you that? Okay.
I'm happy.
But there's always a but. It's not what you think.
Don't tell me it's like a 5-minute short again, like Gundam,
Oh, like
what was
what
was that? NT
Twilight.
Twilight Access? Yeah, Twilight of Access. Yeah, that
No,
was.
so it's going to be animated. However, it's going to be a cutscene to a game.
Oh no!
So let me bring up our next clip. UC Engage.
Oh, isn't that the mobile game?
It's a mobile game.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm willing to try it. Yeah, I'm willing to try that.
So this is actually because I didn't know like how would you think about it. I was like, man, you know what? I will actually give this a try. It looks really badass. It really does. CJ, have you heard anything about it?
Bits and pieces. Not really anything, significant though. No.
Okay, if you guys look at the
Oh shit.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So basically, I try to find as much information on it as possible within the week. Not much, but what I could see is that you could pick your mobile suits anywhere from the original Gundam. I'm talking about Gundam Origins as well. Thunderbolt, Stardust, Zeta, Double Zeta, Shark's Counterattack. Pretty much every single UC. Besides,
those 2 letters make all the difference.
You're
Those
right.
2 letters, UC.
You're right. I've seen mobile suits from Victory. I mean, in this screen right here, we've seen a mobile suit from Crossbone. We have the Gun Easy from Victory.
Burger Gyros, I believe.
Yeah, I saw that.
What else is that? What's the other one on the right side?
I think the third one by the Gun Easy is I think it's called a Tomcat. From
Okay. So
Victory.
what's the one on the right called? The far right?
What are you talking about?
It's not Burger Gyros because I know that was Zabin Sharho's custom.
Oh, the far right, the last one, where it says number 8.
Yeah.
Burger Gyros, I think.
What was it? Oh, the non-zon, isn't it, or something like that? One of those.
The thing with Crossbone mobile suits.
The name.
The name is hard to keep track of. So yeah, and I got some more images as well. So you have and probably be updated on you guys' screen soon. So you have like a card sort of base. Like at first I thought it was card base. I was like, man, nah, I'm not going to get it. I thought it was all about card based. So apparently, you set your mobile suits up in a field, right? You have them go up against like particular targets or whatever they advance, and there's actually ace units that you can have. And I really, like I said, I really find this interesting because not only that you're able to pretty much like pick your battles and stuff, but there's a storyline with actual original animation to it. So get this, Stevan. You could play an actual backstory of Atavel Gato during the Battle of Solomon.
Finally. Well, wait. You could. The only other game you could do that on was
Encounters in Space.
Okay,
Right.
not even G Generation, SD Gundam, those games.
Probably like for Stardust Memory. That's it.
Damn.
Yeah. So, but no, this is actually like you could be Atavel Gato with his custom rig dom defending Solomon from the Earth Federation.
Anavel.
Yeah, Atavel.
Can't butcher a legend's name like this. All right,
Well,
sir.
well, you know, I'm a Fetty, so
Freaking fetties.
Must honor Zeon's past. All right, you gotta honor Zeon's
also,
valiant effort.
also get this.
Mm.
Not only that you get to play the original stories, but also add a story from Gundam Origins where Armoro and Char meets and fight. The actual units from Gundam Origins.
Oh, okay.
So is Origins
That's cool.
retconning what MSG did?
Is Origins what? I'm sorry.
Are they like retconning it? So like basically reimagining all the mobile suits? Are those like going to be start just being the standard now? Or are they still using the original designs? Because I noticed that in the manga, a lot of the mobile suits have been redesigned and updated. So
I got you. I mean, I'm not sure. From the looks of it, everything that's actually was in the Origins TV series will be, or TV. Well, everything that was actually in the Origins anime will be in this game. As far as I know, it's going to recreate the battle of Char and Armoro. From the looks of it, New York. From I assume is to be at New York. But again, I'm assuming. But look at this list. Look at this list. This is like one of the many screenshots I took.
That's really good variety.
Yeah. So you have the Zaku 1 from Thunderbolt. I see Ifrit. I see the looks like the Gundam Origins Black Tri-Stars High Mobility Zaku 2s. I even see the VG Gyaradoga from Side Stories, Gundam Side Stories. That's
Looks
interesting.
Like a GM sniper, a Jagan.
Yeah.
damn.
So
Yeah.
it has like everything from, like I said, from Double Zeta, Shark's counterattack. So you can actually replay all their missions. War in the Pocket, Shark's counterattack, Moon Gundam. So there's you can actually do the storyline for Moon Gundam. That's very interesting, I think. So
This is
it's
a game I can see myself spending time on.
yeah. Let me go to the next scene. So over here, you get to pick out your pilots. As you can see, there's a variety. You can see Camille, Char from both Origins and the original TV series, Koaraki, Armoro, Narrative. I forgot the Narrative's pilot. Jonah. I think his name is Jonah. Shiro Hamada, or who I like to say, Shiro Balls of Steel Hamada, because man, that dude went out in a ball.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of excited. At first, I thought it was going to be like a card base. I'm like, I don't know if I was going to get into it, but I do play some games on mobile, including the Gundam Breakers game. I do enjoy it whenever we work a lot. We definitely don't have time to be on our consoles, whatever. So you pick whatever's on the go, or like T-Von, you play on your Switch. Sometimes whenever you're on the go, same thing with me. So I don't know. I like this. It's an extra option to get your hands on, to get you to play. I mean, I assume it's free. I haven't seen the price in it, but I assume it's free.
It's definitely gonna have microtransactions.
Oh,
That's how mobile games work. It's just
yeah, for sure. I mean, it's the same thing with like MSGO. Remember SD Gundam?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this game will have some mobile suits that actually was from SD Gundam.
Icing on the cake.
Icing on the cake, yeah. But it's, from what I know, is the Mono Eye Gundams types. So if you don't know anything about those, yeah, I really like them. I really like them.
I've never actually seen some of those.
They're in the game. Yeah, they're in the game. They're in the SD Gundam game. Very interesting. Very lovable. All right, so CJ, what do you think? Is this something you're going to be looking into?
I'll definitely look into it. I'm curious to see how far they go with the microtransaction stuff. Obviously they want to advertise some characters and units probably being better than others, and I'm just curious to see where they take that. If it's gonna be like more of a pay-to-play kind of deal, or if it's gonna be, a little bit more accessible for everybody who's not maybe wanting to spend money. Not everybody's got the extra money to spend, even if it's a few dollars here and there. So very very curious to see how that goes.
Not only that, but it kind of, if you zoom it up, it kind of it looks like a downgraded like oh, excuse me, downgraded like Gundam Battle Operations, or probably like an MS.
Downgraded Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, or Dynasty Warriors. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it looks better than Dynasty Warriors.
You think?
I think. But I'm pretty sure
if
Dynasty
these-
Warriors can't be run on mobile. I mean, not that I know of. It'd be a lot to run.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely not a mobile. I gotta say, my only disappointment in it, from what I'm seeing so far, is I don't see the Nether Gundam anywhere. What's up with that?
Yeah,
Stop
we got
this.
it.
Stop. No.
Well, they got it. Well, the
You
thing
boys
is
can't
that
stop You boys can't stop the windmill. How do you think they're powering that
Oh,
factory?
we got to make the game fair, buddy. We got to make the game fair. We can't
Wouldn't
have
that be
it.
something?
We
Wouldn't
can't
that be
have
something
it.
if they build like like a life-size Nether Gundam, and that's actually the windmill that's powering the factory?
Oh my god. That's insane.
You guys can't stop the change.
You guys ever seen IBO?
Yeah,
Iron Blood
yeah.
Orphans?
Mhm.
You know how they use the Barbados to power the base? That's probably what
Yeah.
they're doing. It's probably just in disguise until like something happens over there, or I don't know.
God damn.
God, that was good. That was good. So as for the release date, the only thing I got is that it's going to be released this year, 2021, and it's almost over.
Yeah, there's not much 2021 left, so.
Yeah, so it has to be somewhere between, well, tomorrow and obviously the last day of the year, which is what, December 31st. So yeah, unless they delay it, then I don't know. I haven't seen anything about it being delayed. The only thing I have seen, however, is the just release date being in 2021 in Japan. By the way, all it says is in Japan. So I haven't seen anything about worldwide release or anything about it being able to go to other countries. The only thing I was able to find is that it's going to be released in Japan in 2021. So I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a Japanese only game.
Hopefully
Well.
they'll stick to the release date a little bit better than they did with Hathaway's Flash.
Oh, for sure. Hathaway Flash got like delayed by what, a year?
Gosh, they moved the time, I think, like 2 or 3 times.
You know what? A show that good, movie that good, let them take their time.
Yeah,
If they keep
I'm
putting
all
out stuff
for
like
it.
that, that's what I
Uh,
need. That's the kind of quality I need in my life. So.
Oh, dude, I loved it. It was worth it.
Yeah. So, UC Engage, right? Every anime production of the UC universe, including TV animations, movies, OVAs, will assemble. Players can enjoy the amazing fusion between the anime and battle and action game while being entertained by the new original story. Which, by the way, they do have their own original story, like a customized Brabro, and I've seen about 2 original Gundam designs for the game. So, in addition to 3D mobile suit 6 versus 6 fights will present a realistic and thrilling simulation battle experience to the players. Mobile Suit Gundam UC Engage will also have a low entry bar thanks to simplified command panels to auto-play option, allowing players to feel like they're in the presence of a war zone of the Universal Century and deep dive into the world of Gundam.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and before we get to the fan section of the gallery, which by the way, we really do appreciate some of the people who submitted their artwork, and I will assure you that I will give you guys the credit you deserve during the episode. But before we do that, I'd like to give out some updates on the studio. So the studio, it's almost done. I need to add more panels into the studio. Once that's done, I'm going to be proud. I'm going to be happy to announce that I decided to create a project, right? And I really wanted to involve you guys as well. I know I didn't tell you guys yet. I just wanted to wait until I was for sure wanting to do it. But I will be creating at least 10-minute shorts of Gundam episodes, like my own Gundam episodes.
Oh, that's news to me too. So that's pretty cool. How what kind of details can you give us on that?
All right, so the details is that it's going to completely be 3D generated. How they're going to work? Look, obviously these things take time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to pop out an episode a week like Bandai does with its Gundams. You know, they got $1 million, facility, multi-million-dollar facility, if not billion. I'm just a guy on a computer on a mic. So, so what I'm gonna do the best I can. I do have 3D model experience. I know how to 3D model. I do know how to code limitly, at least enough to get by. They will be basic. That's why I decided that each one will be no longer than about 15 minutes each, at least. Like no longer than 15, but no less than 10. I understand, like, you know, it's short, whatever, but it's fine. And do I want voice acting in it? Maybe. It depends on the availability. If I do want these guys to do it. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a neat project, especially something to have in the Gundam community. I wanted to do kind of like fan stories, you know, like what ifs maybe, or like look at soldiers' perspectives. Like think about like a unknown soldier being at the Battle of Solomon, for example. What is his point of view of the war? You know, and obviously there's a lot of like the Battle of Baoku. There's a lot of like students straight out of the academy just giving a Gilgun and going out on the very last day of the war. You know, I want to see some of their point of views, see what they think in the war, what they say, what they feel, and what they do. I think it'd be very interesting to get into a little bit, at least of the backstory, sort of help grow, even though won't be considered canon, but that's okay. You know, it's something to give to you guys.
Yeah, I heavily implore you guys, encourage him to make a short of the Nether Gundam stopping Axis shock. Like using that windmill to push that asteroid back into space. Forget Amuro, forget Char. That wind power is going to push that bad boy back.
They probably push them all back.
Yeah. By the way, looks like we got a commenter greeting us from MSGO. Hello, Squilly. Yeah, I appreciate you dropping on by to say hello. Encourage him to make a short of the Nether Gundam.
Thanks for watching us, man.
Which, by the way, I gotta thank the community from UCGO, the MSGO community, including the community from the Gundam Wiki. I want to give them a shout out. So, yeah. So yeah, thank you for you guys for that. Like I said, if you guys want to take part of that, I really would love you guys to take part of that. I think it'd be an amazing journey. Like I said, no longer than 15 minutes. Keep it at 10 minutes. Every model is going to be handcrafted. I'm going to create each effect and send it out. I think it'd be fun for you guys too. You know, I will keep it posted on YouTube.
Yep, every movement of that windmill turbine is going to be all crafted by him.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into some fan designs. So we got this one right here from UCGO, and actually I think this one is actually from me, another actually a good friend. His name is Ghost Factor. It's been a while since we talked, but hey, I'm gonna give you a shout out. So here we go. There's the first picture from UCGO. We all decided to land on top of the building, celebrate our victory, and wave our hands in the air. Yeah. CJ, you played UCGO, right?
Who, me?
I know you played.
Oh, holy
Oh,
cow!
TJ.
That's
Okay.
been such a long time. Is that game still up?
Yeah, the private servers is still up. There's actually, I
Holy
believe, another
cow!
even private server. Yeah, people still play
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
yeah. You guys were playing on like was it the Titan server or something?
yeah, and that's still up.
Holy cow! Yeah, no, I've not opened that up in forever. Wow, I didn't know you guys. I didn't know there were other people in the game.
It was actually pretty active when the private servers opened up. And
Dude.
there's periods of the day where you could play. There's a lot of Japanese players going on there. Like I mean, the whole time it was running on a private server, but there was a time where it shut down and it kept on coming back up and then shutting down again, and rinse and
Yeah,
repeat.
Well, it's all about
Yeah,
fundings. It was funding. The guy who funded it, he was in the Navy. Oh, excuse me.
oh wow.
Yeah, he was the main funder guy. And once in a while, whenever he was able to, he was solely himself funding it. It was like a couple $100 a month kind of funding.
Wow.
Yeah,
Talk about a real
very
one.
cool.
yeah, real one, yeah. And he
The
wasn't
man
even
of
the
the
one.
people.
He wasn't even the one hosting the server.
That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, he was just
Shout
wanted
out
to
to this
help out.
guy.
Shout
Damn.
out to the guy. Yeah, I don't know your name. I don't know what you're doing right now. It's been some time, but sir, I'll give you my salutes. To one vet to
I don't,
another.
I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're from, but I salute you.
Yeah, you guys didn't have to flex the Lambo in that picture that hard, but you did.
Yeah, there's more pictures, but I'm not gonna post it. It's it reasons. Yeah, yeah. Let's say it involves Toby.
Oh,
Oh,
gotcha.
Yeah,
his antics.
yeah. I'll show you guys privately. So next up, actually T-Von. He actually submitted some custom mobile suits from Gundam Battle Operations 2. The first one being this thing. It looks like a Macross that got stuck in between forms.
So that is what was it? What was I think? Oh my goodness. Why did I forget the name for some reason? It was in Double Zeta. It was during the second Neo Zeon War.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, why did I have a brain fart? What is it called? No, I love this mobile suit so much. But the color scheme, it was inspired by Big Zom because it has the mega particle cannon in the center chest.
Yeah.
So I painted it with the darker shade of green on the legs and a lighter shade of green on top, like the Big Zom.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a pretty fun mobile suit. Little tip for those of you playing Gundam Battle Operation: if you're using this thing, use its dual cannons, and then use its mega particle cannon and rinse and repeat because the enemy will be stunned while you're hitting with both weapons. Does massive damage to generals. I'll leave it
Well,
at
it's
that.
a support, right?
Oh yeah, it's support, but it's able to transform and fly. It
Oh wow.
retracts its legs and puts it up behind it on the side, and the head recesses into that little hood on its back. Looks really cool.
You know, it kind of looks like Kira Yamato's bird.
Can you not be so rude?
Oh no.
Like this is like what his bird should have been during the war. All right, so next up. Oh yeah, it's the same photo. It's the same photo. It's just a closer version of it. I like the color. I like the color. Yeah, it has that Nickelodeon slime.
Yeah, you better like the color. Jamru Fin. I don't know how to brain fart. It's called Jamru Fin, guys.
Friend. Oh, I like
AMX
the.
01X.
All right, next up.
AMA, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta say, I do like the color in this Kapul.
It
Yeah, the god colors.
Yeah, it's in the Gox color. Yeah.
yeah, it shows it off really well.
I appreciate it.
All right. Yeah. I kind of like the color customization that the game offers. I really do. CJ, have you played the game?
Breaker?
Yeah. No. Battle
Battle
Operations.
operation.
No, I have not. I have not.
Missing out. It's actually really okay. In my opinion, It's definitely one of the better Gundam games in our generation so far.
100%. One of the most realistic feeling games. But I feel like the most realistic one is Gundam versus Zeta Gundam.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
viewers, if you haven't played that game, I recommend downloading emulator called EPSX2, because it's the only way you can replay PlayStation 2 games on the PC, and you can play this. You can get this game. You can download the ISO file. The sound effects, everything.
It's original.
Like a mobile suit, a transformable mobile suit. The way the way they sound when they're transforming in that game is exactly the sound you hear in the anime. Every mobile suit's beam rifle is that of the anime. Every noise, every footstep varies from Xeon to Federation to Titans. Like it's just so good.
And they don't reuse.
They don't reuse assets. If it sounded like that in the show, it sounds like that in the game. It's so cool.
Yeah,
The
that's the
attention to
thing.
detail is insane.
And you know what? Let me tell you what also got that love too. Gundam versus Zeta Gundam. Gundam versus Zeta Gundam got that love too. All right, let's go. What's next? It's actually me. So this is what I call the I call it the V New Gundam. So it's not no secret when it comes to the design. Victory Gundam is my favorite. Victory and B2, my utmost favorite Gundam design. With this, it's kind of like a mix between the Destiny, Impulse, and Victory with the Wings of Light. I kept it basic. I put more more boosters on the shoulder pads. I give it an extra V fin on the head, and also more rockets where the kneecaps are. It's my favorite. I like it. I give it a grenade rack. It's able to use beam. It's beam saber. Obviously, it uses a Strike Gundam's beam rifle, beam shield. Yeah, I mean it's basic. I like it. You know, like I said.
Looks very good.
Yeah. Does it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm digging that.
You digging it? Okay.
Yeah, you just had the Fetty say it looked good, so I mean, it does.
Well, it wasn't made by the Fetties.
Or not? I'm sorry, the Xeon guy. My bad.
The Xeon guy. Yeah, the Xeon guy agrees. He likes it.
Yeah.
Isn't that a Zanskar Empire there on its left shoulder pad?
No, that's a League Materia.
Ligue Militaire? Oh yeah,
Oh
the
yeah,
LM.
League
Okay.
Materia. Yeah.
For some reason it looked like okay, never mind. No, it looked like It reminded me of Katagina's personal logo. Never mind, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, I got you.
Okay.
Next one. So, I made this Silent It's my own version. It's what I 3D model. So if you guys wonder how my 3D model skills are, trust me, it's a little better than this. This is just an older project that I use. I actually still admire it. I love it. It's my vision. Is my version and my vision of the Silence of the 1 Year War. So, yeah, it was made from scratch. I am
a more streamlined, realistic version.
Yeah.
The colorway too makes it look more something akin to what we see modern day ships and all that. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, the more squared off tower on it, absolutely.
Squared off tower, yeah. I need to, because you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure before Minuski particles, the Federation was worried about radar. So, just like today's time, you know, more round triangular designs help block off radar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better to bounce off from the. I think it's from. It helps bounce. It's more efficient at bouncing, deflecting the signal. The signal's coming out. Is that what it's supposed to be?
Yeah. Deflecting's a good word to use for it. Yeah, absolutely. So that's basically the point. It's like a camouflage for radar. Yeah, literally, depending on how you design your ship, will literally camouflage you from radar. So next up, yeah, it's the same thing. It's the overhead design. You can see where the anti-air guns are at. You can see the missile launcher's bay is actually right behind the cannon. So probably you guys were wondering, is like, oh, you're missing the missile launchers. Yeah, I get it. But I put it on top. It, kind of makes more sense than having rockets sticking out, the sides of your ship. If you guys haven't seen Igloo, I mean, Azaku literally just flown up on it and just started shooting it. So I figured it'd be okay. And then the last one is this. So Victory Gundam, like I said, for me had the best designs. It had the Reinforced Junior, for example, my favorite ship. Not White Base, not Albion. It's the Reinforced Junior. It is my most favorite ship. This is my take of it, my own version. Hanger, it has only like one hanger in the front, one in the back. The original, I believe, has about 5 or 6. So I kept it small, kept it basic. All right, next up is Not Loom. The credit goes to Not Loom for this one. So Not Loom, this was created in Space Engineers, and if you guys don't know who he is, really great guy, very talented when it comes to this stuff right here. I will say that. There's another guy who his name is Saiyan, which unfortunately I wasn't able to load his model quite yet. So it's my bad, my apologies, but trust me, it's saying I'm gonna make it up to you in the next episode. I'll make sure you're on there. It was just a little too late. But like I said, I will make it up to you. I will present it in the next episode. It'd be the first thing I'll talk about before news. So this is so Not Loom, this is his first design right here. It's a nice ship. Unfortunately I didn't get the name of it. And it kind of looks like Char's Counterattack. The Misala?
Oh, Masala?
Masuka? Yeah. Kind of like something from them, because like look at the design.
I'm trying to look at it from the stream, and the stream is delayed.
Yeah.
So I have to wait for that to slide through.
Yeah. Or if it makes it easier, I could just screenshot my end so you can see it.
Yes, please.
Okay. One moment. I understand. I'm sorry.
Are you referring to the ship that they like shoot all the dummies out of?
Yeah, and Char's Counterattack. Remember the red ships?
Yeah. You know, just
Oh,
quick little side note.
Musai.
I think it's kind of interesting that that's like the only series that I remember watching that, or only movie I remember watching
Oh,
that
it's a
has
great movie. I love it.
has the dummies in it, like the ship dummies and stuff.
All right, and then this is his other works. This is his mobile suits.
So that looks like a Jigen. In the middle there, is that supposed to be Zeta Gundam?
It's his custom work. His custom
okay.
Gundam, yeah.
So that looks like Yagdoga there. To the right of that, it looks like
the mobile suit from Hathaway.
Okay,
I don't know what that's called. And then this quest is Yagdoga, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
cool.
like I said, I will give credit to those who submit their projects. And
Wait, what was that ship supposed to be?
It looks like it came from Char's Counterattack. Remember those red ships?
If he doesn't know what you're talking about, I do at least.
Yeah.
I think so. Okay, sorry. Continue what you were saying though. My bad.
That's okay. Just don't let it happen again.
Excuse me?
I'm kidding. I love you. All right, but I mean, like, dude, like, I honestly, like I said, I do love any of the custom works that anybody submits. I will put it in the gallery. And also, by the way, dang it, I forgot to talk this about the update, but I guess this relates to this, so I'll go ahead and bring it up. So, guys, we are about to upload our first website. And our website will not only will give you the links of where our podcast is at, but it will also play the podcast right there on the web. I think it's actually pretty dang cool. Also putting in a gallery sheet on there, so that way any fan who creates their own characters, ships, mobile suits of any kind, you're more than welcome to post it there, no matter what kind, where you made that platform. You can make it on Paint, you can make it in video games. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, look, we have like a couple of games on here. You know, we used to just seeing Gundam Breakers, Space Engineers, whatever works. You know, I guarantee you a fan will see it and they will absolutely love it the same way I'm loving all these. It's creativity, you know. It's all about the love. It's all about the love. So the
Yeah.
So
Yeah, at the end of the day, you know, we all have the same interest. Obviously, people that are listening find this stuff pretty interesting as well, like we do. Um, no suit's better than the other, in my opinion. I think we all are just kind of
yeah.
here because this stuff just cool as hell at the end of the day. What you know, again, superior suit. Obviously, it's another Gundam, and I don't want to hear any arguments about it.
Yeah,
So,
I knew
hey,
this was
hey,
gonna come up.
if
Excuse
you want to
me.
be guaranteed way to be featured next episode, send us stuff about the Nether Gundam.
All right, guys.
Guaranteed.
As you heard, Josh Turner loves Nether Gundam. Oh
Hey,
my god!
I'll lock the door
Guys,
and turn the lights
comment,
down low with that.
comment if you guys know who Josh Turner is, and please tell me if he sounds like him or not. And
Don't listen to these guys. Just letting you know, guys. Remember, Sig Xeon, and anything that's not Xeon or related to anything Xeon is technically inferior. That includes Gundam. Do you know the Zaku 2 is actually more powerful than the Mobile Suit Gundam? They just
Oh my
decided to use
God.
dummy rounds. It was dummy rounds they were using in the first episode. That's why. Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
I do not
Yep.
condemn to this. I do not condemn to this misinformation over here. Yeah, but getting back to the website, so getting back to the website, I will put up, you know, external links for people who needs to download games just like UCGO or MSGO. You know, I want to make it like a big community group where everybody will get together, not only watch the podcast, but also just support each other. You know, put in the gallery, show off their fan designs, look to where they need to download UCGO, MSGO, or any other game that involves Gundam. I want to make it a big community, make it where everybody could get together and share their ideas, share their designs. You know, I look at Gundam more than a franchise. I see it more like as a family community. That's how I see it as. So I figured, you know, hey, all of us get together and make it work. And it's a team effort. It is a team effort. You know, Gundam, you know, it's actually a bigger franchise than Batman. Yeah, it's surprisingly, right? Like, so you're surprised.
I guess numbers speaking, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. So it's actually just like one, you know, out of 15 is at 14, Batman's at 15. So it's just right there. It is legitimately right there, and it's amazing. So, and it's because of fans like you who support the franchise and build it up that way. It's amazing. It really is amazing. Batman, guys. All right. So, by the way, obviously the website is going to be called GundamSpaceEngineers.com. Once the website is made, it would actually be our main sponsor for the whole podcast series. Also, we're making a Patreon. Obviously, like, you know, we want to be able to get the studio moving forward. We want to be able to help fund bigger projects for the future of Gundam Space Engineers. It's going to be a big project, and I'm willing to put everything that I have into it and make it work. And if there's any possible way that you guys think any help is needed, Patreon will be the first spot to go to. Or what also helps too as well is hitting that like button, hitting subscribe, and sharing this podcast with your friends. Because not only that we're live on YouTube, but we're also on Spotify. We're also on Apple Music. We're also on we're on Apple Podcasts. I'm sorry, Apple Podcasts. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on all these platforms. We encourage you guys to hit that like button, hit that share, and make our voices heard. Make it heard like a colony drop.
God, not this again.
Guys, and by the way, I am going to make that T-shirt. Colony drop on my wallet. I am definitely going to make that T-shirt.
Colony drop on my wallet.
All right, so that's the end of the fan page. So now, guys, let's get into something fun. I've been wanting to talk about this. All right, so guys, we are going to be getting into our top 10 favorite Gundam animes. Top 10 Gundam animes. Now, look, I'm going to let you guys know. Spoilers will be involved. So if you guys want to switch away, go right ahead. If not, stay.
Also, this is going to be a judgment-free zone unless it's anything Kevon says.
Oh
Then
God.
you're welcome to be as harsh as you'd like in the comments, please.
I will donate $10 to my own stream
Oh,
if number
man.
one if his number one is G Savior.
Man, I didn't even watch that garbage.
What,
bro.
man? I actually got it on DVD.
What? No, you're playing.
I really do.
Hey, Blu-ray,
Alright.
my guy. Blu-ray.
Blu-ray. All right, so like I said, you guys each of us is going to talk about like our starting off at number 10 and then work our way down. Each of us is going to give a reason why do we think it's one of our favorites. All right, so let's see. All right, so starting off with CJ.
Oh man, you don't have to out me like that.
I'm sorry, bro. But with all that smack talk to T-Von, I'd rather save T-Von for last.
The build-up.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, this one's on here really just for nostalgia factor.
Okay.
I've talked about it on here before. It's got a crap ton of like footage recycling, but Gundam Wing.
Gundam Wing, why?
Yeah,
Why?
Mine was itching a little bit.
it was a little boring at times. Not gonna lie, especially whenever I was a kid. That's actually how I was introduced to it. Was just late night on like Toonami or something, or I guess Adult Swim at the time. I just that's how I was introduced to it. I thought the Wing Gundam was like the coolest thing on the planet. Transforming and stuff. Totally new concept. Thought it was really interesting.
Well,
It
Wing
does have a
Gundam-
nice design. It does.
Yeah,
You know
well,
what?
yeah, so cool.
It does have a nice design. No, I will never take that away from Wing Gundam. That
And
Yeah.
the thing is
That
this
looks
though,
sick.
and a pool for America, at least in America. I don't know if it's North America, but America itself. They say that Wing Gundam is actually one of the most popular Gundam designs here in the U.S.
Yeah, and if I can be honest too, I really don't think Gundam would be as popular in the U.S. as it is now if Wing was never aired.
I'm sure G Fighter helped with that.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Oh, excuse
I'll
me.
give it that. I'll give it that.
Yeah. Well, believe it or not, though, Wing Gundam is the second alternative universe that came out after UC.
The first one
Yeah.
was
G Gundam.
And then it was
G Gundam was
Then it was-
before
then
Gundam
after
X.
Colony, right? Or not after
Gundam,
Colony.
no, yeah. G Gundam was before. G Gundam was the first alternative Gundam universe that came out.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought
and
Gundam X was older.
no. Yeah, because its animations does look a little older. But what's funny is that so the animators wanted to pretty much like give a hint for the next Gundam series. So even though G Gundam came out before Wing, they actually implemented some of Gundam Wing's design in G Gundam.
I love
Oh yeah,
that stuff.
I mean you can see that
Yeah.
in the God Gundam. I mean,
Well, I mean, like in the last battle.
yeah.
Oh yeah, when they showed a bunch of mobile suits from all over the world flying up
Yeah,
into space,
yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Wing Gundam
remember
wasn't even
that.
out yet, and it was there. That's what's crazy. Alright,
Wasn't Arc 78 in there too?
Yeah, it was like loading on top of a rocket, like it's actually like holding on to it.
Yeah. I love that.
Man, sorry guys, my allergies has been out of whack. I actually lost my voice for a couple days, so
I think
It's
that
a-
happened to you because you spoke about G Fighter. You were just getting karma.
yeah, probably. I
That's
still
all
think
that
I
animates.
still think Azaku could take out G Gundam. Anyways, T-Von, what's your number 10?
Oh man, you really want to do this?
Yeah, let's do it, bro. You're not gonna like neither of you are gonna like my number 10. You guys will judge me for my number 10, even though
You're
it's
gonna
supposed to be
hate
a
me.
judgment-free zone.
You're gonna hate me for my number 10.
All right, shoot.
My number 10 is Unicorn.
At
Okay.
10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why so far down?
So Unicorn is a fantastic anime. Amazing storytelling. Amazing everything.
Visuals are amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, but considering that MSG Mobile Suit Gundam was my first anime ever that I fully watched, like this is how I entered the anime realm. I watched Mobile Suit Gundam.
Yeah.
Like that is because I've seen Gundam Seed growing up and all that stuff, seeing all that.
I'm so
but-
sorry.
Man.
No,
yeah,
but you're right.
Seed,
It does.
Seed wasn't it for me, but like it just Unicorn was really really good.
See, Unicorn's higher
But
on my
it didn't
list.
have that Yoshiyuki Tamino. It didn't have that Tamino energy. It just felt like it was like a serious anime. It was just another series anime with a good storytelling, and it's UC. I appreciate that, but like it didn't have that same. It didn't have that magic. Like for the music, exactly. The music didn't have that magic.
What?
The
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 music's one
music
of the
was
best
modern. It
parts.
was modern. The music was great, but it was modern. It was just more symphonic, normal stuff. It didn't have the old instruments that the older animes had, so the music didn't catch me the same way. And that song, what was it called?
Merry-go-round.
Was it Merry Go Round?
I like merry-go-round.
I like it. I like that song, but it doesn't touch the opening themes of older shows. Not even close. Not even remotely close, in my opinion. It doesn't have that classic Gundam energy. Maybe I'm a nostalgia freak. I don't know. But there's
That's
something
okay.
about like how the older ones come together as a whole thing, not even just storytelling, but atmosphere and everything. The way the older shows did it, I just found it was way better. Gundam
I'll
is
be
not the
honest.
same
I'll
now
be
than it was before.
honest. I was thinking to be higher on your list.
Yeah,
For
same.
real, I thought so. It's a little higher on my list. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you where it's at yet, but it's a little higher
Yeah.
on my list. All right, so
That fight scene with the Bjarlint like immediately shot it up to like one of my favorites.
I ain't gonna lie, that series did have some fan service.
Oh my gosh,
It had
dude,
some
so
damn good
nice.
fan service.
So nice.
Yeah.
It did.
All right, number 10.
You better not follow up with something
I
dumb
can
after.
see. I'm like looking at the
said.
viewers right now, and they're gonna be probably be posting. But I actually really like Re-Rise.
Sorry,
Yeah,
excuse
so
me. Excuse
we're
me.
actually gonna have a new host for the next episode.
No, but hear me out.
Unfortunately,
Hear me out. So look, hear me out. I'll tell you
Oh
why.
my goodness!
we just watched we just lost a viewer right after you said that.
I know it. No, but
oh my
hear me out.
god! This one said Re-Rise.
Hear me out. Hear me out. So the thing about Re-Rise, I think it's something that they should have been aiming for when it came to any of the build series. Period. Re-Rise literally like looked at the other, like, let's say the fighter series and the diver series and say, "Oh my god, we screwed up." Like it should have been something that they did because there was real risk. People actually died in the series. People actually died in the series. People actually got blown to smithereens. Like one episode, my jaw was hitting the floor, dude.
Wait, that was the one with the main character who was searching for that girl he encountered in his past, right?
Right. And this show, dude, yeah. And the thing is, like, this show does get through, not only through death, but guilt and remorse. And the character development with this is actually really good. Like if you look at Divers and then you look at this, dude, they shouldn't even be in the same world. It should have been its own spinoff. And the thing, I understand the main concept of everything was for them to sell more Gunpla. I get that. But I think that if they would have kept it on this path, then they would have not only got, their sales that they were aiming for, let's be honest, but they would have also got the attention of other Gundam fans as well. I think they were.
But you have.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say though, but you have to remember when it comes to especially since how established Gundam is and it's the way it usually portrays itself. I think they have to be safe and put their foot in the door. So I understand their strategy. Be safe, put their foot in the door, make something simple but likable, and then after that, once they start to make success, because Gundam Build Fighters is definitely having a lot of success.
You're right,
So
but
because they're gonna they're trying to experiment now, because now they have the leeway, they have the room and the popularity to do so. So I think that's why they're experimenting with a more deep storyline now.
Yeah, and you're right. They did put their foot in the door, and they was able to. Oh man, they really took risks. Like honestly, I like the risks that they did for Re-Rise. They took risks in Re-Rise that they didn't take in other series. And guys, like I said, like in any other build series or anything, you didn't see people get blown to smithereens and people die. You don't see the guilt. And the main character of the series, dude, he had to do something that really really messes him up. Like it really messes him up. And I like that. I'm not saying I like him suffering. I'm not saying that. But I like.
Where it was bleeding for a second. Good catch.
yeah. But I like where they were aiming for. I really did. But yeah, that's my number 10. All right, number 9. Let's start off at number 9.
Okay. Yeah. So, Double O,
Double O. Okay.
season one specifically. Double.
Really, you
Well,
didn't like
no.
season two?
Let me back that up. Season two is number 9. That's number 9 for me. Season two. Season two is pretty good, but I like the mystery behind season one a little bit more.
Yeah, season one sort of builds up to it.
Yeah, yeah. It
Yeah,
was intense, and the finale was like, holy crap.
I didn't like the movie.
I think we can all agree that the movie sucked.
Yeah, yeah. I like how they introduce aliens. Like I said, guys, we're going to be talking about probably some minor spoilers, but
Minor.
some minor, some we're just going to spoil it. If you guys haven't watched, these been out for years. Um,
Did you know Exia had a sword?
did,
Because I
Bro, you
didn't.
did
can't be
you
saying that.
did you know Dynamis
Oh,
had a
sorry, my
sniper
bad.
rifle?
Ho
No, and you're right. You're
ho!
right. The thing with Double O season one, I really like the risks that they took. They were definitely original in terms of the technology. They didn't go for like Mineski particles or anything. They went with GN particles, GN
Got some of my
drives.
favorite. They've got some of my favorite suit designs too. I mean, they're very futuristic-y looking and not being like over the top.
Hmm.
That's actually true. They as wild as the stuff they could do. Well, I don't know. Double O was pretty freaking next level. Where it makes sense because
I like
extraterrestrial things.
yeah.
But yeah,
I do like the designs compared to like those of UC. It does look a little bit more streamlined and more futuristic. That's just my opinion. But actually, T-Von, we were talking about this. So the guy who was involved in this, with the artwork designer, was the same one that was also involved with Iron Blood Orphans. Because I remember watching Iron Blood Orphans and be like, wow, some of these suits look familiar. Apparently,
Mhm.
like the guy who designed some of the mobile suits in IBO, just some of the designing for Double O.
Huh?
So yeah, very interesting. Which I know you said you have an issue in terms of designs, is because, and it does make sense. I'll give you that. It does make sense.
Yeah.
Their
For me,
armor's more exposed.
yeah. Like for me, it's like Gundam established that idea of being believable.
Yeah.
I have to admit, Double O and what you call it, Iron Blood Orphans do not. They kind of ruined that for me because they don't seem very believable at all. Atmosphere
Yeah, no,
didn't seem
I agree
believable
with
at
you on
all.
that. I
So
agree
it's
with you on
like
that.
that really killed it for me. But the show's storytelling and the idea and the world building they did behind the technology of the GN drives and all that stuff, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Oh gosh.
that seems kind of actually that theory seems actually kind of believable. So I like that.
That's
I
interesting
can
because you really didn't like Double O.
I can
No.
still hear Haro saying "lock on" in my like
Oh
nightmares tonight.
yeah,
And
man.
yeah,
I don't know lie. I feel like
nobody's
they
gonna say
cheated.
anything about that. Don't spoil that
I'm
for
not. I'm
anybody.
not.
They
I'm just
deserve to
saying. I
experience
feel like
that.
they kind of cheated it when season two came along.
Oh, they did. They're like,
Yeah, I feel
okay,
like.
copy my homework, but change it a little bit.
Yeah.
I love how annoying Haro is, but how much love he has at the same time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love Evil Haru.
Oh, the purple one.
Yeah, the mean looking Haru. Yeah. All right, so number 9, Tivon.
Number
Number
9.
9,
Pull
Burger
up this
King
list
footlet.
again.
Pull
One
up
sec.
that list.
It's on my phone. So
You didn't thought we'd be going this much in detail, huh?
mhm. Number 9 is Turn A. I don't want it to be this low,
Really?
but I don't want it to be this low. But there's so many other good Gundam shows, so I have to put that. I love Turn A Gundam so much. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I do. It's probably because there's like original Mobile Suit Gundam stuff from the UC timeline because it's connected to all of them. So, but I like how Kapul, oh Kapul, Kapul is the star of the show for me in that
Uh,
one. Corin
Kapul is not
Nandry's
but cannon
custom,
fodder.
man.
They were the
I think people
balls of
don't
the
realize how
series.
strong. Yo, Kapul is actually a very capable mobile suit.
Yeah, but compared to mobile suits that are 2,000 years newer, it's like taking a World War One tank and getting it like against an Abrams.
One thing I'm sad that it didn't have, they didn't use the laser. Like if
There's
they
must be a
had
reason.
access to that, Yeah, there has to be a reason. But if they had access to that, oh my goodness.
It would have leveled. Yeah, I
Oh
mean, it's still a beam. Let's be honest here. It would have. It
no,
would
but
have.
it's a high-powered beam. Like
Oh, I
it's a
know.
strong. So man, that would have done so much damage. And then Turn A Gundam is one of the sickest Gundams I've ever seen. I don't care what anybody says about the mustache. I don't care. I don't. It's so good. It's
Well,
so
what's
cool.
crazy is that the guy who designed some of the Aegis Gundam's key features, right,
Hmm.
actually helped actually helped out with Turn A Gundam's design, the series design, not the actual Gundam itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, like that's cool, man. But yeah, it's not. Turn A is not a very believable mobile suit for sure, but it's the theories behind it and all that stuff. It seems like it's just well, it is a culmination of all the technologies
well,
brought it to
it's
and
Tamino's
culminate into one mobile
message.
suit.
It's a message from Tamino. That's all it was. Tamino is pretty much saying that I accept all universes. That's what he was saying. Like from the bottom of his heart, he accepts
Hmm.
it all.
I remember that.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so I believe it was like, oh God, like how many years since he before he made a Gundam anime? Before that was Victory, and he was just saying that and there was a long time period where he hasn't made anything, and there was other series like Wing. I believe X was out at the time, and G Gundam, and he came out with this basically out of nowhere, and it was just a message from him to everyone, like, hey, I accept, I will accept all universes. Um, it all leads to the same journey, basically, and I really love that message. So
Yeah, that's cool and all, but yeah, I've not seen it.
what?
It's a good watch.
It's a
It's a
good
good
I know
watch.
you
watch.
told me about
It's
it like
slow.
you told me about it like 10 years ago, and I never
Yeah.
watched it.
Well, it's
I
slow.
don't.
I'll be
I don't even
honest with
think
you.
it's slow.
It's
I don't think it's slow. The pacing is actually really good in my
well,
opinion.
okay.
The
So
pacing is
if you
good.
if you expect action, it's slow. That's what I mean.
Okay.
If you want a story, it's great.
Yeah.
It is great.
The build-up
Um,
was actually really, really good.
yeah. It's kind of like think about Hathaway's Flash movie. It's more about the story than the action. Is there action in it? Absolutely. Does it happen? Yeah, once in a while. But the story of it's great. So basically, it's the moon people going down to Earth, reclaiming their home, basically, or wanting to go back home. Now I want to say
Yeah.
reclaiming,
They sent
and
scouts ahead to see the state of the planet, and the story starts at the point where they realize that the planet is good enough to come back to, and they've been communicating with people on Earth to kind of like arrange an arrival.
yeah. And what the best part about it is, it takes place in like the early 1900s. Like people are
Mm.
using like World War I
Oh,
era, yeah, like planes and
okay.
tanks.
I would have been so
That's a neat
confused if you meant
concept.
like, the actual 1900s, because I would have been like, what?
No, I was just
Hold
comparing it to the
on.
timeline.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just
I know what
comparing
you
it
mean.
to the timeline. Yeah. So yeah, guys, like, comment, man. Like, tell this guy to watch Turn A. Like, guy, if you're watching right now, comment, comment, comment. Tell this guy, like, what is he doing? Watch Turn A. I think he should watch it right after we leave the stream.
Heck, even tell us your top tens, and even tell us your top tens.
Oh
You know?
yeah, we would definitely love it. Matter of fact, tell me I'm
Oh,
crazy. Tell
yeah.
me I'm crazy that Re-Rise is in my top 10, or tell CJ to watch it. Watch Turn A. I mean, just do it, or laugh at T-Von for having Unicorn on that number 10.
Man, my list is good. Number 10 doesn't mean it's bad.
Well,
It
look,
just
we'll
means
let the
it is.
we'll let the audience choose. All right, number
They don't agree, they're
9.
wrong.
Yeah, yeah. Number 9, the original Gundam series.
Okay, I respect.
Fair
I
enough.
appreciate
Yeah,
you for that.
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like for many who like in the older generation, it was the start of it all. I mean, actually, for T-Line, it was actually the start for you.
Yeah, first anime ever.
Yeah. So it is very dated. Obviously, you get Fat Goof. You get a very not compelling, consistent design of the RX-78. You get fat head, small head, but it's okay. It was fun. It's still a fun watch. especially when if you guys want to know the story of the Universal Century a little bit more. It was the explains Armor's backstory, gets into Char's as well. Not as much as you would expect from, let's say, from Origins, because Origins is basically all about Char.
Basically, MSG is Star Wars. Like when you first watch Star Wars Episode 4, like where everything is explained, and after things are mentioned, but you don't actually get to see them. But they mention a lot of things about people's
Yeah,
pasts.
you know what? That's a really good comparison, and you're right, because it talks about Char's motivation and everything, but we didn't know anything about it up until Origins years later. It's funny because Star Wars came out a few years before, so think about how iconic that is.
That
or
kind
a few
of
years
storytelling
after. My bad. A few years after. I want to fix that.
Yeah. When they build the worlds up and after they fill in the blanks with other series and stuff, I love when franchises do that because it's like, oh man, it satiates your imagination.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, I mean, and you also get a good, it's the OG Gundam. You know what I mean? I love the original Gundam designs. Definitely in my top 3 favorite designs. Very basic. It gets straight to the point. Beam rifle, shield, beam saber, done. I'm sorry.
Flail.
I'm sorry, CJ. What you want to say?
The flail, of course, too. But guys, you want to know what would be like a perfect world? Like, where's the remake at though?
Yo,
You know how
like,
hyped
what?
you know how hyped I would be if they remade the original series. I mean, obviously there's a lot of stuff they could cut out of it, in my opinion, from the bits I have seen from it. I made it like halfway through. Um, if they remade it with modern designs,
if they put an Origin,
yeah, better voice acting. Oh my gosh.
better voice acting. Excuse me. Sorry.
Okay, at least the designs.
Well, what a lot of people didn't know, the original Gundam series was canceled after 3 episodes. Those who are watching, it was canceled after 3 episodes. People were scared. It really mind-boggled a lot of people. People thought it was way too violent, and it was the first of its kind. It really was. Like, usually it's robots fighting monsters, not human on human. It was none of that. Tamino's mind was like, hey, I'm very anti-war. I want to get that message across, and he did. After 3 episodes, man, they took it off the air. But what saved it was, toy cells, Gunpla cells. At the time, there were toys. They didn't have kit. I don't believe that they had kits yet, but they had the Gundam, gun cannon, whatever, and the cells actually saved it, and they renewed the series. The downside, though, is that they couldn't give it its full episode time. Like, they couldn't give it its 50 episodes. That's the downside.
Almost made it, though. Almost.
It almost made it.
Just imagine, like, in a perfect world, right now we could be sitting in our living rooms watching the original series in 4K. How amazing that would be.
It'll happen. I think it's gonna happen.
Well, I'm kind of hoping.
I think it's gonna be a while.
I'm kind of hoping we kind of get something like that from the movie.
Yeah.
The live action movie. Yeah. All right, so that was my number 9. So number 8, CJ.
You know what? I'm just gonna follow up season 2 of Double O right there with season 1.
Excuse me.
What? Hey, Double O season 1 was amazing. It was really good, but there are other shows that, in my opinion, ended up being a little bit better overall.
Season 2 was inedible after season 1. Season 1 was really good. Season 2, amazing.
You like season 2 better than 1?
I like season 2 more than 1.
Sheesh. Get a load of these guys.
I don't even remember what happened in season 2.
Exactly.
Oh, that's messed up. I really love the Jinx. And CJ, you know about me and my love for the Jinx.
I know. It's
I
true.
love.
Man's
Yeah.
obsessed.
I love the Jinx. Like, whenever I was doing like model designs and everything, I even made a Jian Zaku, Jin Jim, Jim Jim. I made all that. I was in love. I still am. The Jinx 4. Oh, probably it is one of my favorite mass production suits.
hate me now, but you'll appreciate me later on in the upper portions of the list.
Yeah. I don't know. As we're getting upper in this list, it's getting kind of dangerous.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
for
Because
sure.
we're telling them like our favorite series, and it's gonna either create a love or hate relationship. But it's okay. It's okay. We love you. We love you guys. Either it doesn't matter what your top tens are. This is all You know what I mean? Personal opinions, by the way. This is why, like, we're sharing. The three of us are sharing it. But yeah.
You can say opinion. I'm saying fact.
uh, hey, don't encourage T-Von. All right, so okay, T-Von,
8th MS team.
8th MS. Okay, I could respect that.
Very, very good. Good animation. Good mech designs. I finally figured out when I watched it where Gundam Ground Type came from because what you call it? When I played the game, Gundam versus Mobile Suit Gundam Federation versus Zeon, that was my first exposure to Gundam growing
Yeah.
up. Gundam Ground Type was in that game, so I never knew where it was from. So when I saw the anime, I was like, oh, it was a bonus suit. That's cool. Okay.
He was very
So
bouncy.
he was the way he walked.
Yeah, he was
See,
like
I
very.
love
He's
the
like
way he
wobbling.
walked on that game too. Had that little heavyweight galloping there. He did. I love that. It was so
Galloping. Yeah,
cool.
it does feel like that, don't it?
Yeah, like his aerial attack was a shoulder charge. When he slashed, it was like a heavy swing. It wasn't anything fancy like Gundam did, the RX-78.
What's
So,
crazy? What's crazy is that the Gym Ground Type is cheaper than the Zaku one, and and it has better weapons.
but I kind of believe it though because it used a lot more less refined materials, and it was just heavy. They just chucked a bunch of thick metal on there and just let it walk. Like it makes sense.
Okay. I mean, it was a limited production. I think only somewhere between 12 to 20 were made. I believe 12. Not many
And
were made.
they just kept fixing them up over and over again.
Yeah, over and over. Yeah. I mean, like, look what they did to the Gundam Ground Type. You know, when it got hit by that out guy, they
Yeah.
made it the Gym head.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had no more parts for those Gundams. It was just leftover parts from the V project. Which,
Yup.
by the way, if you guys didn't know what V project means, V stands for victory. Send up to the victory. And
I love that so much.
oh, I do too. And we just got unmonetized. We didn't get monetized. That's twice. All right.
3 strikes and you're out.
Mine, unicorn. Mine's unicorn. And
Okay.
we got over it. It was just a bunch of fan service. Definitely like the walking museum part. Especially when that Jim Cannon, the Zaku Cannon was trying to run away, and he's just like taking small steps,
Huh.
which I like because if you look at other series and they say, "Oh, it's an old mass production mobile suit, whatever," you see them move like pretty darn well, and until they come up with something more advanced, then they act kind of silly.
Yeah.
But I get it. It has to look good at first. And then when it meets something better, it has to act a little silly. I kind of get it. They try to balance it. Either way, like I said, fan service. All right, CJ, number 7.
Well, T-Von beat me to it. Eighth mobile suit team is actually my number 7.
Number 7, okay.
Yeah, number 7. So we've gone over that one already.
Yeah, T-Von, your number 7?
My number 7 is. Whoops. Sorry, 1 second.
He opened the wrong tab.
Yeah. My number 7 is Mobile Suit Gundam: The Origin.
Okay, I could respect that. What about it?
Self-explanatory. Man, seeing Char's backstory, having a more in-depth and down-to-earth look at that time right before the 1 Year War, seeing the Battle of Loom in all its 4K glory. Oh, seeing all that, it was just so cool. Seeing what led up to Char's or Casville's uprising.
CJ, there's
Seeing
your
him
4K.
be young with seeing him grow up with Garma. It was really, really cool.
Yeah, and the thing is that whenever you watch, it actually answers some of the questions that was involved in the original MSG,
Yeah.
and you get to actually see the relationship. Well, even if there was one between him and Garma, and dude, I understand the war was right there on the edge, but man, Char's the one who pushed it.
Yeah.
Char's the one that pushed it, especially when the attack on the academy, or I'm sorry, the base.
Yep.
God, I was
And it
very
was cool seeing his perspective through his actual visor. It's actually red.
Oh yeah, he's
Like
seeing
I didn't
blood,
actually take in. Yeah, like he
which
just
is
sees red. That's like what the heck is that?
which actually which gives him the inspiration to paint his mobile suits red.
Yeah, he wants the enemy to see what he sees. Red. Just red. The last thing you'll see is a red Zaku flying with his foot up into your face.
Damn, we're actually getting some deep talks about that.
Yeah.
He paints it red so he can make the enemy sees what he sees. So yeah, and I really like it. I wish they did a little bit more with Armor, but I get it. I get it. They wanted to show Char's story. You know, we get Armor's story in the regular MSG.
Mhm.
I like that.
MSG is about Amuro, so having
Yeah.
origin for Char is nice. It's fair.
Oh, for sure. Number 7, War and Pocket.
Hey.
Good.
Yeah,
I like that one.
I love it. I love it. And to be honest with you, probably the first of the Gundam series that actually put a tear in my eye.
Oh, dude, so sad.
It is so sad. It's short though, very short, 6 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But
They move you in those 6 episodes, though, man. Oh my gosh.
yeah, and for those who hasn't seen The War in the Pocket, look, it's probably, I think at the time it was probably the first Gundam anime that takes the point of view, besides Char, obviously, of a regular, ordinary Xeon pilot. Like this dude's like a private, like this dude's fresh out.
Yep.
And you go through his side story, and he basically is on a mission to stop the Gundam before a nuclear missile goes off. And it's on Christmas of all days. And this guy's the reason why Armor did not get his new mobile suit, which is another fan theory. Like I want to make a whole fan theory about what if Armor gets the Alex Gundam, which by the way is
Oh
the
my
main
God.
Gundam of the series. Yeah, I do want to make a fan animation of that one day.
Oh man, if Amuro got the Alex, yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So
and,
much lost potential in that.
dude. And what's crazy is that the thing with the and you know we did the episode, you and me, Tivon. We both did an episode about the Zaku's history. To the Zaku Kai and the Rigdom 2 design, they were supposed to replace the original design. Or not like replace, but like retcon it.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh, I thought we talked over it. My bad.
I thought it was Zaku Kai was
No, it was supposed
I
to.
just thought it was this final Zaku because that's what it is.
No, it was
So-
supposed to retcon. Yeah, they were. That was the main purpose. The idea was to replace it, the Zaku 2 design, at least for that series. But then they're like, nah, let's just make it his own mobile suit, and we could just decide where it could be part of the universe. And I really
wonder why-
like that they did that.
But I wonder why they called it Kai instead of FZ. Like sometimes they say FZ and sometimes they say Kai. FZ would have made more sense because of the final Zaku 2 of the 1 Year War.
Well, Kai makes sense too. Kai just means modified.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, Kai just means modified. It's Japanese
But it
for
was-
modified.
It was mass production, so I was just like, man, you might as well just call it FZ. But hey, oh, little tidbit there. The Zaku 2 Kai or FZ with the more Nazi soldier helmet looking head. That was personally used at what was it? What's the main side for Xeon? Was it
I'm sorry.
side?
Oh, side
what
3.
side-
Side 3.
Was that Xeon's one?
Yeah.
Side 3?
Side 3. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought side 3 was that's where the first show started, MSG.
No.
Or was it side 6?
Side 7. You're talking about side 7.
Oh, that was side 7. Yeah. So
Yeah.
side 3. Yeah. So side 3, those the FZ was the guards type. That was the personal guard of the Zabi family.
Yeah. I do like the Musais that was in the series too. So
Yeah.
really very creative designs. I really like
They'll go Jaeger, too.
the special Camphor. I really like the like I said, I really like the idea of what they went with it. wanted to get the point of view of a regular Xeon pilot who obviously befriends a Federation pilot, and they didn't know. That's what hurts. But I'm gonna let you guys figure it out. It is really great, really awesome series. So let's go ahead and get on with our number 6.
Yeah, that was definitely one that's not worth spoiling. That's one you got to experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. My number 6 is actually Unicorn, which we've already gone over, as a matter of fact.
6 for you, Tivon?
Numero 6. Let's see. Number 6 is War in the Pocket.
Okay, so which we gone over.
So yeah, just the first scene. The first scene with the high gogs.
Oh yeah, the high gogs.
Scene that was so nice. Oh.
They really made the gyms very useless in that anime. Which, by the way, I do got to add though, the manga is different than the anime. The endings are different. I just want to put that way.
Okay. All right, what's your number 6, man?
Stardust Memory.
My dude. Okay.
Also, in the comment chat, says, I think you guys are both right. I think the name for the Zaku 2 and the War of the Pocket is like the MS-06FZ Zaku 2 Kai. Well, thank you for that. How do you say?
Thanks, man.
I need glasses. What's the name?
Eskili. I would say because of QUI. Eskili. I hope we pronounced it properly.
Yeah, hopefully. And we do apologize ahead of time. And thank you for that.
You have good taste. Yes, you have very good taste for that being your favorite. I see it.
There you go. You got a shout out. All right, so mine, Stardust Memory. What do you guys think? I'll tell you the reason.
Love it. I actually just got done rewatching it about a month ago, actually.
Oh, wow.
So good. Yeah. So good.
Yeah, I love the artwork. I
think that show probably has the best mobile suit designs in the whole franchise.
Oh, I can agree with you on that one. Yeah.
And the GP unit, the one that Koaraki pilots, 30% more power. Yeah, it has 30% more power than the RX-78 model. 30%.
Man. We're talking about the final one, right?
No.
Oh,
Before the upgrade.
Okay.
Yeah, which is very interesting. I really like the aspects of the Dallas fleet. It pretty much made the Xeon remnants. And Stardust Memory, which I gotta say, the most ironic part. Did you know Koharaki is the first pilot to actually steal a Gundam and actually got charged with it?
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm like sitting here thinking, I was like,
at the very end.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking, I was like, you know what? Out of all the Gundam series, this is the only guy I know who steals a Gundam for a good reason and gets charged and get court-martialed for stealing it.
Isn't he the only pilot in the UC series that is not a new type?
There's a few. Are you talking about as a Gundam pilot?
Yeah, as a Gundam pilot.
No, there's a few. There's definitely a few. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a long list actually, but yeah, there's a few.
Huh.
Like Shiro Amada, he pilots, the EZ-8. He's not a new type.
I would say that's like half a Gundam, though. Really. Don't even argue on that one.
It's not even a real Gundam.
You're right.
To be honest, it's not even a real Gundam. But
you still get that psychological warfare out of it, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree on that.
Yeah.
I think that's like the stepson, though.
That is what the ground type was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is that at the end of Stardust Memory, the point of the Delaz fleet was to give the Xeon remnants, a morale boost. That's all it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It's like, Xeon's not gone. We are still here.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys.
And look at the colony drive. It didn't hit anything, but all it was is that
it's your wallet.
Just my wallet, yeah. The Federation too, because they were like, man, we wasted all this money on these ships and it got blown up by a nuke. It definitely hurt their wallet.
Their own nuke.
And their own nuke. And
they almost won too. That's the scary part.
And
the Lost Fleet almost won.
Dude.
Yeah.
No, seriously. They did won. They did one, even if they
I
all
guess they did their
died.
job. Yeah,
No,
I guess they did their job.
the main point was this: a small ragtag group like the Delos fleet could do what they did, what they could pull. Means that, hey, if we could do it, you guys could too. We used older models. We were in a smaller group. We stole a Gundam. We did all this. If we could do it, you guys could do it too. And they did it to morale boost any surviving Xeon remnants, and that was the thing. And it really worked. The point for them is not to live on, destroy the Federation or anything. The point of their organization was to make sure other Xeon regiments could rise up and attack the Federation. And it worked. It worked.
Yeah.
That was the point. The point of them was not to destroy the Federation. The point of them was to raise morale. That's it. They did everything that they wanted to the T, and it worked. It's amazing. That's why I really like it. That's why it's up, number 6 on my list.
Yeah, can we also just kind of like reflect on how little security there was around a nuclearly like equipped unit? Like Gato
there was
just
a
like
lot of units there.
Gato just kind of like walked up in there and like jumped on the elevator, was like sipping on some coffee, and just like casually strolls up in the cockpit, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna head out," and just walks out with it.
The security clearance. I swear.
Yeah.
Well, it was supposed to be a hidden base, so I think they had their guard down because they thought they were in the clear.
You'd think
Yeah,
they have more
they were
trained
in,
pilots.
They were in like Australia or something, weren't they?
Yeah, it was like a little. It was like a. It was a hidden base, so it
It's
kind of
Thornton.
makes sense
It's
why
Thornton.
they weren't really.
It's the same base from Unicorn.
Yeah. So it
Shut
wasn't
up.
really supposed to be.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't know
my
that.
gosh.
Dude, no kidding.
Yeah, because think
Yeah,
about it. Like
mind
that's
blown.
why there's more mobile suits there, because last time they got embarrassed that a Gundam was stolen on their base, so they had more suits stationed there.
All right, we're gonna put a BR link here for the next show.
Yeah, and let's put some like Nemos and Gym 3s. All right, so let's get on to number, because we're running up the time a little bit. Number 5.
Number 5 for me is actually gonna be gosh, what was it? The Thunderbolt movie, the first one.
Thunderbolt. Love the music. Love the music.
Dude, that was honestly probably the reason why it's number 5 for me. So good.
Yeah. And if you guys never seen it, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. I really like the pilots. I really like the pilots. Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen the second movie to it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. Yeah, it's not canon. It's not canon, but I do like the Saikuzaku. I don't know if I like the design for the full
It's
on.
not canon.
Yeah, it's not canon.
Oh.
It's its own universe. Yeah.
Oh.
I wasn't huge on the full armor. I think they made up for that with the Atlas though in the other movie.
Yeah.
Atlas was so cool.
Yeah, it was.
And the new the Gelgoog, not the Gelgoog, sorry, the Zagok.
Yeah, the Zagok with skis.
Oh,
Yeah.
so cool. That was so
Zagok on
that was beautiful to see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nothing else on.
No.
We're on number 5.
Yeah, number 5.
Okay. My number 5, or actually no. T-Von's number 5.
Just Mobile Suit Gundam, but I've already established
Okay,
why
we
I
already
love it so
established.
much.
Mine,
Yeah.
8th MS Team. Really loved it.
Yum.
Yeah. I actually gave Shiro Amada the nickname Shiro Balls of Steel Amada. That dude came out in a ball.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, that dude came out in a ball to fight Ozaku. I had like a prototype Rickdom type at that, and just ate bullets. Just ate it. Ate it more than the Federation gym that was out there.
Yeah, hit him with that grappling hook and got like the cannons right in that Rickdom space.
Yeah. All right, so number. Oh, sorry, Bubba. Yeah, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, that was it.
That was it. Okay, sorry about that. All right, number 4. Oh God. Okay, number 4.
My number 4 is actually Hathaway's Flash.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Hathaway's Flash. I really love the story, and just like I said earlier, if you really want action, you're not going to get much out of it. You're not. just like Turn A, but you will get a damn good story.
I've not even seen all of it yet, and it's number 4 for me. So I
Oh,
mean,
you haven't seen it all?
that may. I mean, I've seen the first movie. They've not dropped any of the
Oh,
other ones, of course. But yeah,
I read the manga, and
I hear it's dark.
it's dark, and I'm kind of hoping the movie will be the same way. I'm hoping that Bright Noah makes an appearance, hopefully in the second movie, but we'll see. Definitely a good movie. What do you think, T-Von?
I like it a lot. I didn't actually mention on the list because I thought it was a movie, but when you said, I didn't know if it counted or
I mean,
not. 'Cause I thought I just
anything.
posed. Oh, okay, so yeah, it would have been on my list actually.
Yeah. I mean, come on, I got Re-Rise on my list.
Yeah, anything's possible.
Yeah.
Haha.
All right, so what is your number 4?
My number 4, if I'm not mistaken, is what the hell? I would say it is Victory Gundam.
Oh, really?
So yeah,
Number
I
4?
appreciate it. It captured that essence that I got from the first Mobile Suit Gundam,
Mm-hmm.
and the Zanskar Empire mobile suits. Aside from Xeon, it's a very close match between what you call it? What was it? What was the enemy? And freaking F91.
Oh, Crossbone?
The Crossbone Vanguard and the Zanskar Empire after Xeon. Zanskar wins because I love the architecture of insects. Those bugs are just cool. So the Zanskar Empire mobile suits definitely take influence from bugs. So I really appreciate how they look and the idea of like using a mobile suit that rides on a giant wheel. The idea behind I love
They had some weird ass ideas.
yeah,
It was
the
some
idea
weird
behind
ideas.
the Gotcha Latin. I'm not how to pronounce it, but the one that Katagina uses in the end of the anime.
Yeah, they took out
I love
like
that mobile suit so
4
much.
Victory Gundams.
I love Katagina, man. She's such a cool character.
Nah,
Such a cool character.
she
She's
was
messed
crazy.
up. She's so messed up, but she's such a cool villain. Oh my
Nah,
goodness.
nah,
Oh
she
man.
reminds me too much of my ex-girlfriend, bro. No.
I
No,
love
I'm kidding.
seeing a woman just kill it. I love it because we always see as men, and like I love seeing a woman just go out there and just destroy shit. Just go ape shit. Just destroy everything. I love seeing a female character do that. And it's not a high schooler, not some not some young girl. No, like it's a woman fighting in a mobile suit, just fucking shit up. I love that so much. Oh my goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So
we now know T-Bon's kinks.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
get,
I love me a strong woman, man.
get
Strong
your
He
woman that
does.
hentai
He
does.
fans to
does.
the
Oh,
Yeah.
stream.
oh.
Yeah. And you're right. And she's a very strong female character. Um, she was just crazy, man.
She was
I feel
crazy.
bad for her in a way. I do. Which, by the way, Victory is number 4 on my list as well. I love the designs. I remember those suits being called cat eyes because like their eyes look kind of like cats. It's true.
Yeah.
I really love it. Very dark, man. I don't know what Tomino was. I don't know what he was
He was
depressed
going through
about,
it.
but man,
He was going through it.
yeah. One thing I thought it was really bad, and I do not blame Tomino for this. The executives thought it was a good idea to have the 3rd episode as episode number 1. That's the
I
down.
actually read that somewhere.
Yeah, and the reasons why is because like all the executives were like, "Hey, we want to have the Gundam shown in the 1st episode."
Yeah, that's what kind of threw me off whenever I tried watching that show. Is that it wasn't in order. It was kind of weird.
Oh yeah, and yeah, it was weird. So they had the 3rd episode as the 1st episode, and it kind of threw me off. So if you guys are planning to watch Victory, watch the 3rd episode first, then 2nd, then 1st. Because like I said, they wanted to show off the Gundam in the 1st episode. So Tomino had to do because Tomino had to listen to the executives on that. They're the ones paying.
But I'm glad we got to watch it the way Tomino wanted when the release came out afterwards. So.
Oh, for sure. By the way, no character, and had one of my favorite battleships, the Reinforced Junior. Love the design, love the weapons, love the beam shields on it. Which CJ, you've seen some of my older designs actually had that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that's what it was based off of. So yeah, that's Wow, the double whammy on the number 4 there, Tivon.
Good taste. Good taste.
Good taste. By the way, favorite design, Victory, and V2. Number 1s and 2s for me.
Very nice mobile suit.
Yep. CJ?
Going to number 3.
Yep.
Okay, yep. We've already hashed this one over a few times. Stardust Memory. That show speaks for itself. Watch it. 100% watch it. We all three have got it on our list pretty high. Super good show. Very good. I recommend it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised it'd be like up or on somebody's list in here. It deserves to. It really does.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Tivon?
Number 3. Haha. This is where it gets controversial.
Uh-huh.
I don't like where
Double
this is
Zeta.
going.
Double Zeta?
Double Zetas are my number 3, baby.
Yo, okay.
So Double
I thought
Zeta
Re-Rise was bad.
not only does it
I'm
have,
kidding.
I swear it has the most Xeon mobile suits presented in a single show. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
I mean, every show
The
has
amount of
their own.
Xeon, yeah, the amount of Xeon that we see in that show is absolutely gorgeous. So the mobile suit designs are, I'm gonna give a specific shout out to Zissa, Hama, Regelg, and Zaku 3 Custom, or Zaku 3. Those mobile suits just really stand out to me. But the best of all, my favorite mobile suit of them all, Cubile, baby. Cubile Mark II.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
that was a
Colorway
good
is
design.
beautiful. Oh man, LPO Peru as a character growing up, I was just like, man, I'm not much of a lolly character guy, but she's the only like lolly character in any anime who I'm just like, yo, this character is sick. And her character was her behavior was realistic. She's a kid, so she behaved as careless and ridiculous as one. But it was so cool seeing a new type potential out of such an odd character in such a gorgeous mobile suit. It's mostly the mobile suit, but because she's correlated to the mobile suit, I'm a fan. And then her clone Peru 2, her Q-Blade colorway is beautiful too.
A lot of people don't know
Man.
it has 2 eyes.
I thought it was a mono eye. I thought Q-Blade was a mono eye the whole time. But it was
Yeah.
actually 2 eyes the whole time. That was, what is that thing called when you believe something was always that way, but it actually isn't? I forgot what it was called. But
Mandela.
I think so. But like,
Yeah.
I always thought it had one mono eye, and then the Q-Blade Mark II had 2 eyes, but it always had 2 eyes. So yeah. And then there's like, and then the what you call it? What was the mobile armor she used? Not New Zeal. What was it called? Quinn Mantha. Quinn Mantha. One of my favorite mobile suits. Second favorite mobile suit ever. Beautiful mobile suit design. I love it. I love it so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love all the characters in that show. They're all cool.
Oh yeah, I do too. I love the guys of D.
Mashmeyer.
Mashmeyer.
Oh, I love
3.
Mashmeyer. Oh my god.
Zaku 3 is pretty good.
Yeah. Zaku 3 is powerful, eh? Like, holy smokes.
Between the Dove and Wolf, dude, Dove and Wolves is powerful, but I gotta go with the Zaku 3, man. Just that weapon loadout.
Yeah.
No, it's just a weapon loadout, man. Like
the mouth cannon, the hip cannon, the beam rifle.
the external arm. I mean, external had like extra arm manipulators. Like,
Yeah.
it has everything, a little bit of everything.
Zaku on roids.
Zaku on roids, yeah.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah. All right, so good. My number 3, it's actually Zeta. Yeah.
Good choice.
I love it. It's oh man, compared to the first MSG, this one was dark. Which, you know, they introduces Xeon. Personally, in my opinion, it shows Char's true self.
Yeah.
I really do think that this is actually
Quattro was who Char was really. I feel like Quattro was what Char really wanted to happen.
Yeah, for sure. I do think that as well. He definitely was. This was definitely him. He was one.
He seemed more at peace with himself.
Yeah, for sure. He did what what his goals was whenever he was with Xeon. His goal was just one thing, simply kill the zombies. That's it. He don't care what got in his way, who got in his way. If you're in his way and you know who he is, if he presumes that you know who he is, you are a goner. You are the barricade that is blocking him. He will blow you up. He will kill you. He will knock you away, and he will frame it as an accident. And he is good at that.
Yep.
And I love it. Love it. It shows just how strong, how serious Char is. And then when it comes to Zeta, this is actually him. The mission's over. The mission's over. What's his purpose? Now it's just him, fighting the Federation. And I like it. I like it. His motives definitely shifted. He, like you said, last episode, just Char actually believing his true goals, and he was one of the founders.
Yep.
Yeah, he left Axis to go spy in the Earth Sphere, and he ended up, being part of the AUG. With him and Roberto and Apoli.
And Napoli, yeah.
Yeah. So I really enjoy it. Very dark. Not as dark as Victory, but it's still dark.
Mhm.
But if you guys was reading the original plan, Camille, the main character, he killed himself. It was that dark. Like, I never seen a Gundam character commit suicide.
And it would have been warranted if he did, because he lost so much. He fought so hard.
Oh man, I know.
And he lost so much.
Yeah.
That hit me too. I was like, damn, Camille.
Yeah,
Damn.
being in the service, army, for example, it's crazy. Definitely the loss is real. That dude lost friends. I understand the feeling. It sucks. It's dark. Definitely couldn't compare. Yeah, it's good. Especially like where like we were even talking about Jarrett. So, but that's another topic for another time. Right now, let's get to number 2. Number 2, CJ.
I just recently watched this one as well. It's been a few months, but gosh, I'm so glad I did. I don't want to watch it at first, but IBO, Iron Blooded Orphans.
Oh yeah,
I
how do you like
respect that.
it?
That's
And
respectable.
honestly, I think they had a really good story to it, and it was a completely new universe, just independent, and I think it stands up on 2 legs. I don't think it's got a crutch or anything. I think it's fully supporting itself.
No, it's a good show.
Very, very good show. I like the story a lot. Sad ending too, but it was actually kind of nice.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but the dude who passed Sagushin. I liked it. I like it. He was my favorite character in the anime.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Continue talking about IBO.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just really a bunch of orphans, just like the title says. They didn't have anywhere to go. They're basically the equivalent of slaves. I think in the show they refer to them as human debris, where they don't have any family or anybody, and their only purpose is to like fight and basically do what others ask them to do. And they kind of get their own independence and stuff because they were left for dead. And rather than just sitting down and dying, they decided to stand up and fight. And not going into too much detail on it, but I just thought it was really interesting. The story was unique. It wasn't like anything we'd seen before. Definitely not realistic, designs or anything like that by any means.
Yeah, sorry.
It was new. It was new. I liked it.
I was telling my stepdaughter good night.
Oh.
I have to tell her good night.
Oh.
She deserves a good night and a good night kiss. She deserves it.
That's right.
Yeah, she does. And believe it or not, she is actually, she's very much so into Gundam. If people didn't know, last episode we were talking about this. She built her first Gunpla.
By herself?
Yeah. Well, I helped out, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah.
Can't have her eating the pieces.
Eating the pieces? Nah, she didn't do none of that.
Can't have you eating the pieces. You're right. My bad.
Yeah.
Are you building a gym? Give me that extra arm.
Yeah, so we took the markers and we're like doing the outlines. But
Oh, the panel lining. That's
Yeah.
cool. Doesn't look good. It's worth it.
oh, it's very worth it. And also, season 2 of Iron Blood Orphans, the second from the last, I believe. Very satisfying episode. That's all I got to say.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I'm talking about?
If you're gonna
Blondie.
go, if you're gonna go, that's how you go.
Oh yeah.
That's how you go.
Oh no. It's like one of the, and by the way, one of the most bittersweet endings I've ever seen. But I'm talking about the scene where like somebody who deserves to die died.
You got what he
Oh
deserved,
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
100% know what you're talking about.
Yeah, He got what he deserves. So
Yeah,
that's number
yeah.
2. So Tevon, what's your number 2?
Number 2, Stardust Memory.
Okay. Oh wow. Like I said, deserves being up in the top somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
All
Then
right.
then there's you who's got it like way farther down.
All right.
Get this guy.
Yeah.
Right?
So number 2 for me, again, it's probably gonna be a little. I mean, we already talked over it. Double O.
Okay, yeah, I respect that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I said,
know
I
you like
love.
Double O a lot.
Yeah, I love the universe. I love the technology. Um, love the story, and I'm talking about season 1 and 2 together. Um,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
just not the movie. I just no. The movie was a
Yeah.
big downgrade.
Oh yeah, we can always forget about that one.
Yeah. Number 1, y'all. T1 will agree with me with number 1, but maybe you will too, CJ. But let's see your number 1.
I know we might have originally been talking about it being a series, but this is the first movie I ever watched, and gosh, it stuck with me ever since. Char's Counterattack.
Mm.
Okay.
That's a
Yeah,
good one.
Yeah.
freaking love it. I've
And
watched it so many times. I had it on DVD. Beautiful.
okay.
So good.
And the best part about it is that it was a great climax. And you're talking about a rivalry that's been around forever on TV.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And
Gave us the answer we were waiting for.
yeah, it did. I mean, to be honest with you, it really didn't give us a straight answer for many, many years. It's like, did these two actually died? Did these two went MIA? And yeah, they died. They're gone.
Mm-hmm.
But
Kind of.
well, yeah, I mean, there's always a saying, if you don't see the body.
Yeah, yeah.
If anything, like I don't know, Gundam. Anything from Gundam Unicorn and Gundam Narrative is weird, and I say weird because it involved time travel.
Yeah.
So, if you guys haven't seen Gundam Narrative, there's a legit Gundam that reverses the development of other mobile suits. Like imagine unbuilding a part. That's basically what
Yeah.
what you see in the narrative. So I don't know. Psycho Frame was able to do that. You never know. Armor probably will wake up like another 200 years in the future. I do not know. Like I'm being
Yeah.
serious.
I think this is going to totally be a spoiler for this, by the way, for Char's Counterattack.
Oh, go ahead.
Skip ahead like a good 2 minutes or whatever if you want to skip it. But I think the thing that was pretty cool about like the ending, anyways, whenever they push the the asteroid back up, is that the two didn't die fighting each other per se. Like one of them didn't finally take the other one down in battle. Amuro kind of whooped Sazabi's, Char's Sazabi's ass and stuff, and he tried to get out in his little pod, and he was just like, "No, we're gonna stop this.
You're
together."
gonna watch. You're
Yeah,
gonna watch.
You are literally getting a first row seat in fixing the problem you started, and
Watch
he, like,
me fucking reject all the hard work you just did. Watch
Yeah.
me stop you and watch me show the human will is stronger than anything
My
you can
personal
do.
opinion, and this is my opinion, and you guys could argue. I really think that Char did not care for Xeon, for sure, 100%. I think
Not
that
after,
all of it.
after that show, yeah, on that movie, that's when he just
I
it was
think,
just an agenda.
and I think that the main purpose was just to get back Armoro. I think that's just.
Yeah.
I think all of
Gave
it
him
was just to go get back Armoro, because what was the point of giving your enemy a strong mobile suit? I think he was trying to give Armoro that leg up on purpose, so that way he has an equal fight with Armoro rather than him using the mobile suit he was using.
because he was gonna use Rigazi.
Right. So, and Ricochet obviously was very underpowered compared to the Sazabi. So Char wanted to have equal grounds, equal footings, a man-to-man fight. And I really do believe that. I really honestly do believe that. I believe.
Refine Gundam Zeta my ass.
Yeah.
Get that out of here.
No, how dare.
Yeah.
No, my thing is like, it's not, I won't even consider a transformable mobile suit. You could just slap
Yeah,
that thing on a
Refine Gundam
Jagan.
Zeta my foot. Get
Yeah.
that out of here, Yev. Get that out of here.
Yeah, they
Be
just.
I
gone.
kind of like it.
Yeah, they could just slap it on a Jagan, and the Jagan. I don't see it. All it did was just fold it. That's all it did. It didn't even transform.
I kind of liked it, to be honest.
No,
Oh, it had
it's
a
a very good mobile
great-
I
suit.
think it sucks. I think the whole unit really sucked, and you'd
But
be
it does
better off
not-
in like a Jagan.
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
think
It
it's
does
a
not deserve to be as named. It does not deserve to share the Zeta Gundam's name. Does not even deserve. Not even close.
Well, yeah,
Federation was on some crack with that one.
it freaking ejects its like backpack off into space, and like God knows where that thing goes. I mean, and that's like a one and done deal.
Yeah, like how's that refined Gundam Zeta? That's just Gundam Zeta mass production type. That's what it should have been called. This is
Yeah.
not even. This is not even like what?
I think Zeta be able to hold his own in that era for sure.
Zeta could have been able to hold his own
I
in
don't know
several eras
against.
after.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know against the Sazabi. I'll be straight up with you. I don't know how it will perform. I think it'll hold up, but not like for long. I
Only if
personally
Camille
think
was
so.
piloting it. If Camille was piloting it, he could have been able to do some good damage because once that battle computer goes, that beam saber is impenetrable, boy. Nothing's gonna touch that. Nope. Nope.
Maybe. All right. Well, let's get with your number one, T-Von.
You already know, guys.
Zeta.
Zeta Gundam.
All right.
Camille best main character. Zeta Gundam best main Gundam. Man, mobile suit designs in that show was so good. The AU was so cool. The Titans were so cool. Seeing the mobile suit, the developers from Zeonic, the engineers from Zeonic, work on stuff like Gabflay, work on stuff like Marasai. That was cool.
Yeah, and
It was cool seeing the Federation become the very evil they sought to destroy.
even though a lot of them didn't really think they were doing evil.
Nope.
Yeah.
It was so ironic. The irony was so there. The irony.
I do think Titans have some pretty good designs.
They did. The Gabflay is my favorite Titan
Oh,
mobile suit,
yeah.
100%. Next is
like-
Bound Dock.
I like the Hyzak too a little bit.
Hyzak's pretty cool.
Isaac Max.
Yeah, you get that mix between Federation and Xeon design for sure. I like that. Yeah, my number one, Char's Counterattack.
My dude. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Oh, number one.
Number one,
Damn.
yeah.
Okay.
An actual good one on the list.
Yeah.
No,
Damn.
and it's because it was just a conclusion. You have they say it was the longest rivalry on TV. Believe it or not.
Yeah, I believe it.
Char and Armor was the longest rivalry to be shown on TV. And just a conclusion now. The thing is, like, everybody probably at the time, I mean, I don't know. You probably had a couple people at the time thinking Armor's going to be Char or Char's going to be Armor, but in this conclusion, who really won? Obviously, Armor.
Humanity.
Humanity. That's right. Now I want to know exactly. Like, they say they're dead. Maybe, I think they are, but
They're not dead, though.
I mean, kind of.
They're labeled dead for sure.
If you look in Unicorn, I mean, at the end of it, it kind of pretty much just says it's their turn now.
you live on forever, though, when
Yeah.
you're a new type. When you're a strong new type, when you reach a new type potential, you literally live on forever. You become one of the universe.
Become a Force
So-
Ghost.
Yeah, so I don't think I don't consider them dead. Maybe their body is gone. Their body's dead, but their will is there.
But their mind, you mean like their soul?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They kind of like explore more of the new type element when it came to Zeta and Double Zeta.
Yeah, and I like the new type willpower thing. Like when you see the first time you witness this is Dozel.
Mm-hmm.
Dozel had such a strong will that it manifested in Big Zom. If Arno didn't end it there and then, he would have got Dozel would have been one off. So
I still think that scene was a little weird.
man got out of the mobile armor and shot the Gundam with a machine gun.
That's base.
That's balls, bro. That's guts.
Hey, something that
Man
Azaku
believed in
machine
everything
gun.
he was doing to the end of time.
Well,
No falter.
well, he did it.
believed.
He did it to get the fleet to evacuate because his daughter was just born, which is Maneva Zabi.
That's a true leader right there. He's
Oh
a true
man,
leader.
I really did think, even though he was wanting to gas the colony and
Well, he didn't want to. He didn't want to. He didn't want to do that. He was pressured.
he was for. Hey, I will say this: he was definitely for the cause.
He was for the cause.
But
But he was
I still
pressured.
think him and Garma, that's it. Him and Garma was definitely one of the most redeemable characters.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't know. Remember in the
Actually,
play?
Cassilia was pretty sick too, though.
No, no, she crazy.
She wasn't that crazy though.
Oh no, no, no. Mm-mm.
She was smart. She was smart.
She was much more careful. She was. I think she was just as bad as Garma. Oh, not Garma. I'm sorry, Girin. I think she was just as bad as Girin, but she really kept her composure.
Yeah, like I like the Xeon ideals, but the Principality had it wrong for sure.
So you're more of the
I
Republic
definitely,
of Xeon guy.
yeah. I'm
Okay.
more of the Republic of Xeon side. I'm more of the rough idea of what Full Frontal was pushing. I'm more of the idea of what Haman wanted. Well, Haman's Xeon was more of that, more of the Neo Xeon. But like the Principality had it pretty bad. They had to go. I admit that much. I love Xeon stuff, but the Principality had to go. That was fucked.
Yeah. And those who are watching, comment, comment, comment. Look, we like to hear if you guys agree with us. All right. This is just our opinion. This is our top 10. CJ thinks they're facts, but that's okay. Let him think so. Just,
Hey, we both have the same number one at the end of the day.
yeah, that's true. And I think me and T-Von had the same number 4 victory. Which I
Yeah,
love victory, but I
I
had to
agree.
put it. I had to put it where it needs to belong on the list. Um, yeah, and look, comment. Tell us your top 10. Tell us you agree with us. Tell us that you think that we're nuts. That we should have put this on the list higher or lower. That's up to you guys. But I will say this: next week's episode, we'll be going with the top 10 worst Gundam animes. I think that's going to be fun. I
I've
think
already, I made my list immediately in like 3 seconds.
I actually took some hard thinking with this one. This one I was
I
like,
didn't.
God, yeah. I got a feeling. You guys didn't know we nicknamed him Cockroach for a reason. Yeah. So definitely, I enjoyed this episode, guys. I really did.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah.
think we got a little bit deeper into some of these things than we were expecting to,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Yeah, and I do
Hmm.
apologize, guys, but this is actually probably one of our longest episodes to yet, and I'm very grateful to the guys who stayed and watched. I really am.
I appreciate the comments. That was cool. We like interacting.
Oh yeah, I like it, and like we were saying, we wanted to interact with those who are commenting. We will give a shout out if we have to, or actually we will give a shout out. We will ask your questions right here live on the show. You guys have questions, we will answer it. Like I said, we would like to read all your comments.
I will literally interrupt anybody who's talking in the show if you bring up the Nether Gundam in the comments, just so
Oh
you know.
my god.
Like, I don't care. Just future reference, if you say anything about the Nether Gundam, I will cut anybody off who's talking.
Oh, for sure. But all right, guys, this is the end of the Gundam Space Engineers podcast. All right, my fellow engineers, I wish everybody a wonderful night. You guys have been great. You guys have been awesome. You guys have been very interactive. We love to give our 100%. And also, I want you guys to look forward to the website. The website's going to be great. Hopefully, to be out within the next week or so for the next episode. That is my goal. That is my plan, anyways. We will make a list of our top 10 worst Gundam animes in our opinion to us. That'll be awesome. I cannot wait for the interactions for that. But yes, my fellow engineers, I wish you all a good night. T-Von and CJ, thank you guys for coming on to the show. I always appreciate you guys. These guys
Glad to
are
be
our,
here.
that's right.
As always. Absolutely.
These guys are our regular co-hosts. Make sure you actually make sure you find T-Von. Send me your YouTube page. I'll make sure I put it in the description box below, so I could so that way you could get some followers. He will be coming out with some gameplay of Gundam Battle Operations 2. He is really good at it, really amazing. I think the Canadian military is secretly using it as a training platform for their future mobile suits. I really do think that.
Hey, they got a lot of time at the desk, so they got to do something
Oh
right.
yeah, oh yeah, the mass production Netherland Gundam. But anyways, guys, have a great night. Remember, you are an engineer.